Hello, I'm Jo Martin, a very proud farmer and founder of Rural Business Network. This is the second in a series of Meet the Experts, and today I'm delighted to introduce you to Andy Venables, Managing Director of Hills Green, which is a rural marketing agency based in Cheshire. So let's jump straight in, Andy. Can you tell us about your early career and how you came to set up Hills Green?
Okay, hi Jo, and thanks for having me. So yeah, a bit of an interesting background really. So I'm a dairy farmer's son from Macclesfield in Cheshire, always been involved in the family dairy farm. But I suppose what really got me interested in the family business was the business side of it. Really enjoyed sitting down with the consultant, looking at the numbers, looking at I suppose where we can find efficiencies within the business and how we could improve and take the business forward. So my I suppose, academic side, I went to Huddersfield University to study business studies, and that's when I sort of fell into marketing. So I worked for a company called Bounty, which is a parenting club working with the likes of Johnson & Johnson and P&G, helping them market baby products to new parents, basically. And then most of my career I spent working as commercial director for a digital marketing agency in Manchester. And that was a great bit of experience because I got to work with a whole variety of businesses from all different types of industry. But effectively, you know, they all wanted one of two things. They either wanted more sales from their website or they wanted more leads. So that was a great experience. And then 4 years ago, I decided to try and marry my two passions, really, and that was agriculture and rural and marketing. So I set up Hills Green as a dedicated marketing agency for those rural businesses.
Wow, you've had a really busy career, and I remember Bounty when my boys were little. It was a magazine you would get obviously when you were in hospital. So you've got some great experience. So how's it been setting up a marketing agency? Because marketing is such a broad subject. So how have you found setting that up, and do you specialise in a particular area?
Yeah, so in 2016, I started off on a consultancy basis, so it was just myself. And I was very lucky that as well as the marketing agency, I'm now back involved in the family farming business as well. So in terms of a risks to doing it, I'd minimise my risk by running it alongside the family business. And I spent 2 years trying to find it out what was my sweet spot and what could I really offer to rural businesses. And I suppose in essence, it was somebody that really understood marketing, but also had a passion and understanding for rural and agricultural businesses. When I was speaking to businesses selling to farmers, I understood what the challenges of those farmers were compared to other marketeers. So that's when I felt there was a real niche in the market for a dedicated marketing agency that was passionate about everything rural and agri, but had the skill set for a marketing background. So that's where I sort of found my niche, and given my background and probably opportunity within digital marketing, particularly within agri and rural, we do a lot of work very much focused on digital marketing opposed to the offline marketing channels.
Yeah, I know I had a conversation with members last night, and I was asking about what people read, and many people aren't reading magazines, sort of the offline marketing as much. Certainly my members, it's very much social media and websites. So digital marketing is something that we all obviously need to be on top of. Do you have any top tips that, you know, farmers who are thinking of diversifying should be, you know, starting out? Do you have any top tips you can share?
Yeah, definitely. So the thing that I love about farmers is their passion and enthusiasm. And that's one thing you're going to need if you're going to diversify. But I suppose what often you find is either if the chips are down and you need to find a new way of bringing in revenue to the business, or just because you feel there's an opportunity to diversify, it always starts probably with an informal meeting, often maybe around the dinner table for Sunday lunch. And I think when you're having those conversations, you can get all very excited about this new glamping business that you're going to set up, or farm shop, or B&B. And farmers are doers, so they just get on and do it. And they start knocking walls down and getting everything ready for this farm shop or whatever it is, without doing any planning. And that's probably the biggest mistake that I see. So in terms of top tips, is once you've got that idea, research, and research. I can't hammer home that enough. It's not sexy, but it's very, very important. And once you've done your research and you feel like there is a niche, there's an opportunity to target a particular audience with a product or service, then do the planning and put a robust marketing plan together and check the numbers add up. Are you going to be a busy fool bringing in additional revenue at the expense of your main business at the minute, or is it actually going to provide you with a profitable revenue stream? And if you've still got the passion for it, you feel that the numbers stack up, then you need to get on and make it happen and be the best that you can be, whether it be a farm shop, glamping, or processing your own milk. You know, there is still competition out there. So once you've started, you really need to home in on what sets you apart from your competition.
It's getting that niche, isn't it? And I think it's finding out who your customers are going to be. I think a lot of us think that everyone's going to be our customer, and in reality, that's not the case. So as you say, it's getting that research and doing lots of it.
Completely. And you mentioned about customer there, Joe, but even say some of the businesses that we work with say that they want to target farmers. Now, there's very different types of farmers, whether we're looking into other animals that they're keeping, or whether they're more traditional in nature, whether they're more progressive, whether they're tech savvy and on social media, or whether they're more happily reading the Farmer's Guardian and Farmer's Weekly magazine edition. So you really need to drill down in terms of specifically what your target market is, because then you can really tailor your marketing to that audience.
Yeah, easy said than done. I must admit, I'm struggling with that a little bit, but you've got great tips, definitely, and I think some help with planning is always appreciated. You've done some exciting things as well. You've is it Mission for Milk, and you had a big conference at the beginning of this year, I understand.
Yeah, that's right. So I set up Mission for Milk last year, and that came about of a passion of mine, really, because being a dairy farmer's son, I've always felt that milk's not being marketed properly. I did my dissertation on the branding of milk 10 or 11 years ago, and then last year I was asked to speak at the British Cattle Breeders Conference, all about marketing, and in particular how milk could be marketed better as an industry and by the farmers. And over those sort of 10 years, nothing had really changed from doing my dissertation on milk marketing to speaking at the conference, which really frustrated me. So I thought, well, let's really set something up to promote the health and nutritional benefits of milk. You know, we've spent decades talking about a great nutritious product that is full fat milk, sold in very cheap plastic containers with a red top, blue top, or green top on it. You know, we really need to actually hammer home to the consumer that it's actually a great nutritional, healthy product, particularly with the rise of the non-dairy alternatives in the market. So where we've probably got it wrong as an industry is we've tried to give too many messages out there, and they've all been lost. So Mission for Milk was all about using social media and online forms of marketing to initially get the dairy industry to realise that we need to come together and we need to shout about health.
Oh, it was great. I mean, I saw young farmers sort of getting involved, and it was great to see on social media, definitely. And tell me more about the Cultivate conference, because is that something that you're likely to repeat?
Yeah, we've got it scheduled now for January 22. So yeah, this came out another passion, which is you will see a theme. You really need to be passionate about what you do in order for it to be a success. But I teamed up with a business partner, Simon Haley, because we felt there was an opportunity with rural and agriculture to bring some business management and leadership content to the forefront. There's a lot of conferences and agricultural shows out there that are specific to agriculture or very science-based in nature, but nothing out there that's really tailored to the business side of farming. So we ran the conference for the first time this January. We had over 250 people at Heaton House Farm, which is based just outside Macclesfield. And we had 4 top speakers. So a guy speaking on delegation, another guy speaking on 7 habits of highly effective leaders. And then in the afternoon, we looked to have rural entrepreneurs speaking to really motivate the attendees, one of which was a lady called Jane Lane that many of your members might know about. So she's the daughter of the guy that set up T-Bay in Gloucester Services, the farm shop services, and an incredible story going from being told that the M6 was going to come through their farm to looking at how they could turn that around into their own advantage and pivot their business, so to speak, and what a success they've made out of it.
Oh, brilliant. It sounds brilliant. Yes, I really regret not coming down and attending that one. So let me know when your tickets are available for the next one, and I'll be first in the queue, definitely.
Good
So
stuff.
other than the conference, what are your plans for the future of Hills Green?
Growth, really. So as I sort of explained earlier, I started for the first couple of years doing my research and I suppose testing a model. And then in 2018, I set up as an agency. So there's now a team of 5 of us, plus sort of additional partners that work with us on client projects. And I really want to help the rural and agricultural sector. 2021, whether we like it or not, is going to be a really challenging year for businesses off the back of a pandemic and going into a deep recession. So sometimes the first cost to go when times are tough is marketing. And my point of view, it should be the last, because marketing is what's going to feed you. It's what's going to provide you the sales and the income that's going to get you through these challenging times. So I really want to make sure we're geared up for that.
Oh, I completely agree. Marketing should not be the first thing to go. So how can people best contact you?
So if you just go to our website, hillsgreen.co.uk, you'll find all of our contact details on there. Feel free to link in with us or drop me an email at andy@hillsgreen.co.uk.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Andy, for your time. It's been a pleasure getting to know you a bit better. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.